Alright guys, welcome back to the FFT Arena Limit Break Tournament. Now we're into round 2. So starting us off, we got Zodus on top versus Coruscant on the bottom. So as a reminder, Zodus has Wataru the Monk with Steel, Critical, Quick, X-Equip, Move, and Move HP up. Sue the Thief with Lore, Speed Save, Luck Up, Abandon. Sophia the Summoner with White Magic, Auto Potion, Short Charge, and Move +1. And Lisa the Priest with Time Magic, HP Restore, Magic Defense Up, and Range +1. In Coruscant's corner, we have Shadows the Ninja with Punch Art, Counterattack, Attack Up, and Teleport. Terror the Summoner with Time Magic, Counter Magic, Short Charge, and Move MP up. Shade the Samurai with Lore, PA Save, and Speed up, as well as Move HP up. And Dark the Marksman with Chivalry, Speed Save, Overwhelm, and Awareness. Alright, so small map first. And we're going to Windmill Shed inside. Oh, this might not load. Maybe it will. Oh, okay. Yeah, in 1.44, Windmill Shed did not load, so that's good. All right, we got our haste regen for Zodus's Monk there. Pretty quick Plague Bio coming out here. RA misses, unfortunately. That would have been huge for Coruscant. That ninja don't move the thief, but you know, not enough damage to knock her down by any means. What's that samurai gonna do? Shadow Cry, is this gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Okay, so no Plague Bio off to start. Are we gonna get a dead proc here? Okay, that summoner is gonna pick up the thief. Got some more casting coming out here. Obliteration. Not enough to kill, but it's a decent amount of damage on the monk. The thief is back up now with a decent amount of HP. Stop gonna get reflected, but off the samurai, but it is gonna capture the archer there, so that could be big. Wow, counterattack kill. That's pretty good. So they're gonna have to use up more action economy to pick up the summoner, but we're going for Plague Bio here. Not gonna get the undead on that archer, but it does manage to knock down the ninja. More casting going on. It's a very casting heavy matchup for sure. And Angel Feather's coming out. Maybe a carbuncle from the... Or, I can't remember what the priest is running as secondary. Another Plague Bio coming out in a second. Descending Darkness has no targets. Yep, and the monk is back up. Okay, undead now finally on the on the archer, and that's a counter magic kill. So that's twice now we've seen reactions kill in this match. Got to give it to both of these teams. They're keeping it pretty even. And a revive on the thief now. That archer is really not doing anything. And the cure is going to be enough to take him down. And because he's undead, he's going to be just sitting there for a while. But better than just being perpetually stopped, I suppose. That summoner might be able to get... Yes, that is a huge AoE. Is it going to be able to do something, though? I think that should drop the thief. Oh, but it's guarded. Ouch. And Gear 3 gonna pretty much erase the impact of that on the monk. That's a nice hefty whack, and the samurai drops the monk just in time to take away the turn. Knockout not able to put the summoner to sleep, but she is in critical now. That summoner is going to be right there to pick up the monk, it seems. And what was that? Oh, ouch. The balance is enough. And up comes the monk there. And down he goes again. The archer is going to be able to get up in a little bit, so we'll see what he does. Steel helmet, because why not? The ninja is now back up and is gonna oh my towards the summoner, but doesn't manage to get a proc, so she stays alive. And it looks like she's gonna drop the ninja back down. Yep. Raising now on the monk. So yeah, Coruscant just can't keep Zodas's units down. Yeah, that samurai is just in a bit of a loop of knocking down the monk every time he gets picked up. The thing is that, you know, with Zodas's thief, you know, taking her equipment over time, it's not gonna help. So it looks like this one's going to Zodas for sure. And indeed, that will end it. And, oh no. Okay. Well, the archer with the very clutch stand up and a Southern Cross. I don't know that I've ever seen a Southern Cross out of an archer. That's pretty cool. And I like how the arrow flies too. That's pretty cool. Okay, Archer is gonna pick up the summoner. All right, maybe Corsair's not out of this, but yeah, now he is. All right, well, congrats, Zodus. That's game one going to you. We'll see if you're able to carry it on into the next. We're off to a large map. Brevenia Free City. So I'm interested to see how this one goes on a much larger map. There's more potential for units to get split up. So maybe Zodas's team won't be able to pick each other up quite as well. But we'll see. Pretty good Iron Will for 3 protects there. And the ninja is in range for a pretty decent shuriken there. Pretty good tailwind there. Archers are certainly the units that you want to be putting float on. It's a pretty nasty cast coming out there. Regen for the thief and the priest. That's pretty good, so you know, keep their mana up. That's 2 hastes there. Probably would have liked to get a little bit more than that, but you know, we'll accept it. Monk is gonna guild toss for a little bit on the summoner there. Cure 3 gonna knock down the ninja, so say goodbye to him for a while. Oh, and with the proc, not quite enough to knock down the monk. And we got more regens coming out here from the thief. Samurai should be able to take down the monk. Might have been better to... Oh, I see. Okay. Well, the counter magic for the heal and then damage on the archer, but it doesn't seem to hurt too bad. Demi not doing a ton of damage there. Um, and triggering the auto potion speed save, so yeah, not the most productive cast. And looks like they're gonna get some decent hastes. Hopefully, Coruscar's team is able to take advantage of Zodas's team being pretty clumped up at the moment. But the monk is back up, so it's a 4v3 at the moment. That thief does seem to be in range of killing with a decent hit. And that's 3 haste. That's pretty good for Zodas. But speaking of AoEs, so that's undead on the summoner. No undeads on the counter, although I think Zodas has undead immunity on his units. Nice. So we got a heal into a reflect kill, so that's pretty good. Oh, with the proc, just not quite enough to take down that priest, but it's looking pretty good for Coruscant right now. And the priest forced to use up a heal. Okay, so the raise 2 is going to go off, and then the heal should bring that thief nicely up. Magic Twister is going to say no to that heal, although the speed save is going to help out that thief. And the Time Mage does manage to clear the undead. Is the archer going to be able to take down the... Yeah, thief's down, so it is down to a 1v3, but the thing is that Angel Feathers is right there. Yeah, Zodus' team doing a pretty good job keeping himself alive. Will that samurai be able to Magic Twister again? Let's see. Yep. And... Oh! Oh, wow. Not quite enough to kill the priest, and the HP restore there is pretty clutch. That arm aim... No. No luck with that arm aim, I'm noticing. Summoner now going for stuff. And manages to do a little heal. Ninja is in range. Oh, and a crit on the first hit of the Kagasugi, so down goes the priest. But once again, there's an Angel Feathers there, so... I'm interested to see if the Samurai is able to keep a loop there on the Twister. Oh, melt this time. Maybe not the best one to go with, but... I mean, not useless, but you really want to kill them, but I guess the Samurai didn't want to do friendly fire there. And that priest is thinking. Holy shit. Wow. There was a lot of options there, apparently, but Cure is going to come through. And with Undead on that monk, what's the Archer going to do? Does manage to take down that priest. That's pretty big. So let's see what the Thief is going to do. Will be able to take out the ninja if the summoner isn't able to interrupt that. Now that AoE, if it goes off, I think will kill both the thief and the monk, because the monk is on pretty low HP right now. Can the ninja interrupt the... Oh, okay. Goes for a self-miton. Okay, Plague Bio manages to go ahead and get a friendly fire kill. Final Eclipse. I'm not sure which spell Final Eclipse is on. And pretty clutch guard there from the Thief. We've seen that a couple times. And the Priest has a pretty good amount of HP there. And we're going to see another AoE. And another guard from the Thief. So that's not a heck of a lot of damage, but it is something. And the Priest is going to go in for the melee and does manage to take out the Ninja. So that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Zodus for a while. Thief does go down. And what's that Summoner going to do? And once again, Zodus is Summoner in the corner there. Oh, nice. Double hit thanks to the Reflect. And the Thief is up. And gonna go for the Tailwind, which is, I think, you know what, that was probably the right move. Yeah, that haste is pretty good, especially because, you know, he's got the unit advantage on Zodus, so you just want to get the turn economy now. Plague Bio does undead the Archer, so that's pretty good. But with the speed save, the Archer should get a turn in, which means that... Oh, nice. Okay. That's a pretty clutch undead removal, so if the Archer goes down, then they can just pick him up. And it looks like he's going to get an Absorb there. Oh, he goes for a re-raise. All right. I think that's the first time we've seen him do that. Yeah, down he goes, but he's going to get back up in a little bit. And that Thief is probably going to want to revive, but... Well, the Monk is back up. Yeah, goes for the revive on the Priest there. Pretty good. Now I want to check what MP the Thief is on. And once again, the Priest thinking real hard. And balance, gonna do a whole lot of damage to that Summoner. It's pretty low. Summoner's gonna get 2 hits there. Yeah, Thief's pretty low on mana. And the Monk is going to go down for the foreseeable future here. See what the Archer does. Pretty good amount of damage. Well, not as good now. And we're seeing the Bahamut now. That should be pretty nasty. Double kill. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, Zodus is down to a 1v3. Make that a 1v2. Samurai's not in range to do anything. And the Archer's going to charge up. This is looking like... Yeah, that's it. All right. Coruscant is going to force a tiebreaker. Nice job, Coruscant. Zodus has got a pretty nasty team there, so being able to hold out against it in a sandbagging competition is certainly no small thing. Okay. All right. Orbon Monastery outside. What a great map for a tiebreaker. We'll see if Coruscant can hold off the onslaught from Zodus again. We'll go nighttime. Standard quickening start out of the Monk. Should be a pretty big regen there. And yeah, the Archer opening up with some pretty solid damage there. Wonder if that'll be enough for a kill there. Like dropping the monk is cool, but you know, there's plenty of reviving support there because I don't think he has innate undead, right? I think Black Bio put it on him. Yeah, and see that'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how this match will go with no guarantee of undeading. Yeah, Magic Twister not doing enough to drop him down. 3 haste, so that's pretty good. And 3 hastes in kind. Secret Fist misses, that's pretty big. And I think the ninja should be able to take him down. Yeah, and dispel the buffs, because why not? Protect, not that useful here, just because they're doing so much magic damage, but I'm sure Corsair isn't gonna complain. Gonna have probably a magic twister there. Summoner not electing to clear the undead off the archer there, so Corsair is hoping that that's not gonna bite him. Okay, so we just got a heck of a lot of casting. Okay, there's 1 haste. And I think the haste was on the archer, so yeah, misses his turn just barely. That archer is in the danger zone here. Yeah, down goes the thief. And down goes the ninja. So with 2 undead units on the ground, Corsair could be in a bit of trouble. See how much that damage that'll do. And we do have an angel feathers coming out. And a life, so. Ugh, yeah, so a slow on the priest and manages to redirect the slow into the samurai, so that is brutal. Yeah, monk's up, so it's now a 4v2, and it's going to be a 4v2 for a while. Decent little cast going on the thief, but it's not going to kill. And all of a sudden, this is looking pretty dire for Corsair. We'll see if these units manage to hold out. Speed save for the thief, who now has a turn. And that raise 2 is probably going to drop the samurai. Indeed it will. And now it's a 4v1. And that's another undead. The counter magic does take the thief down. What's the summoner going to do? I guess just go for a big AoE. Nope. Guild Toss does not quite kill, but it does do a pretty solid chunk of damage. No dead proc, but the archer is up, so goes for the absorb heal. That's pretty pretty interesting. Goes back down, so now 3 more turns of being on the ground. Knockout does not put the summoner to sleep, and that's pretty critical. I think that's going to be a heal. which probably is going to be invalidated by this cast. And that priest is once again thinking. Oh no. That's a cool animation. And guarded, yeah, that's beef, man. Well, good job, Zodus. You brought it back. But good job, Coruscant, as well. You made that quite a respectable little spectacle. All right, welcome back. Next up, we got Break on top and White Knight Regraph on the bottom. So for Break, we got Winds of D-King, the Marksman, with Item, Auto Potion, Luck Up, and Awareness. Zenshin the Samurai with Ninjutsu, MP Switch, Defense Up, and Maintenance. Kairetsu the Monk with Steel, Counter Tackle, X-Equip, and Abandon. And Tenpa Kyorin, the Oracle with White Magic, Counter Magic, Magic Defense Up, and Leap. And for White Knight, we've got Gospel the Oracle with Black Magic, HP Restore, Magic Defense Up, and Teleport. Braver the Squire with Spellblade, Counterattack, Attack Up, and Abandon. Tranquil the Paladin with Time Magic, Dragon Spirit, Unyielding, and Move HP Up. And Chaos the Priest with Summon Magic, Counter Magic, Magic Attack Up, and Move MP Up. Okay, and we're going to St. Maron Temple Chapel. See if we can get the quadruple haste here. Indeed, that's a very strong start for White Knight. Okay, so Breaks Archer is going to put a Berserk on White Knight's Paladin, but we're seeing a lot of triggers of the Dragon Spirit there. That's the unfortunate thing about the low damage physical, is that you just it's just food for Dragon Spirit. And I definitely foresee that being a big difference maker in this matchup. Sweeton does manage to get the frog there, so that's pretty huge. See what this Oracle is going to do. That's a very high percentage sleep, and does manage to put the priest to sleep, which means that cast is going to be said goodbye to, but that is a frog back, so ouch. Auto potion taking a bit of a taking a bit off the edge, but that was still a pretty huge whack. And down goes that archer. Very froggy matchup. Spectral Spite is not going to do a heck of a lot of damage. Yeah, that Oracle is a thinker too. But she's going to try and pick up the, well, Marksman, actually. I keep saying Archer. No dice for the frog. But the Marksman is back up. And the monk is taking a break. Oracle's going to cast through the frog there. You know what? I didn't realize that they could cast when they're frogged. That's pretty cool. But that Squire did absolutely freaking murk the Marksman. And the male Oracle is now free of frogging. That was a pretty huge hit off the Ethereal Spear, so when that priest gets up, she ain't gonna be able to do much. Interestingly, um, the Ethereal Spear does not wake her up also. The archer does manage to survive that. That was a very long teleport. Holy. And one more big hit there. Berserk does wear off the paladin, so I foresee that making a pretty big difference. All right, we got a little frog club in the corner there. Kagasugi for a decent amount of damage, and the don't move, so she's just having a rough time. But why is she still asleep though? Shouldn't she have woken up from that damage? Oh, right, yeah. Just went into critical, so the sprite didn't change. Okay, nice little heal from the Oracle there. All right, Squire said no more frog. Nothing doing on the stop there. And we got a carbuncle coming out. That's a quite a decent amount of MP restore actually. Paladin's gonna go for the stop on the frog. Not sure that's necessarily the best target, but maybe there's immunities or something like that on the other units. And that frog is stopped. Oh, just in time to have it wear off too. That's unfortunate. But with that being said, the Oracle's gonna go for the frog again. So this is looking pretty terrible for break. See if a comeback can be mounted, but I'm not counting on it. The stop, or pardon me, the frog does miss. See if this stop misses. It does not. So break's just kind of at the mercy of White Knight's team. There is a prodigious amount of status spamming here, so it's definitely helping out White Knight in this matchup. Shadowblade for an okay amount of damage, but the Squire probably would have done a lot better just going up and whacking him, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Wow, and I holy just nuking the samurai, but can't even get hit in this is the problem. But yeah, this is over. Yep. Say goodnight, Froggy Frog. We're going to, well, of course we're going to game 2. We'd be going to game 2 no matter what. But we shall see how this one goes. Okay, we're going to Goog Slums. Okay, we got the haste on 3. Priest does not benefit from it though, but because the map is so spread out, chances are the priest will get it. And already the frogging is beginning. Certainly not as high a likelihood as the other units though for that oracle, it seems. And that's now a haste and a float for the monk and the samurai. That is a huge AoE coming out of the priest there. It's probably Zodiark, I think. Oh, pretty solid damage there. But the counter magic for certainly not as much. Yeah, and as I said, the priest should be getting the haste in a second here. Um, Minimum damage, I believe, on the Guild Toss, but the haste lands on the priest. But the priest does go down, though the squire will be there to wish her up. But you know, stiff breeze will kill her. And indeed, the shuriken knocks her down. The oracle is gonna go for something that's gonna target the monk and the archer there. And a triple poison. That is rough. Priest is gonna get picked up. Wow, double don't act there. That's huge. Down goes the priest on the double shuriken hit. Healing blade, but that does nothing to get rid of the poison. And this paladin's just on revive duty, it seems. And Dispel Magic gonna clear the buffs off both of the don't acted units. I think that's probably an Asuna coming out there. But the priest is up. Yeah, that's both don't acts gone. Did manage to steal the wow, that's a big crit for 501. But yeah, the archer did lose the turn there, so White Knight isn't too mad about that. And yeah, Paladin's still on revive duty. Oracle's gonna go for some damage. That Oracle has really been putting in work. But the female Oracle is up. So with the auto potion, that life drain, not doing a ton of damage, but it is a good heal for that Oracle, and it looks like this priest is finally gonna get to do something. And that something seems to be a pretty solid chunk of damage on the samurai. Assuming that she can beat the female Oracle's cast, but we'll see. She does barely survive, but the don't act is going to be just in time to save that samurai. Yeah, transfusion, but Paladin is bleeding HP, albeit slowly. Not sure what the Squire's casting. Kagasugi does knock down the priest. Shadow Blade. Okay, and that brings... Huh, I didn't know counter magic worked on Shadow Blade. That's pretty cool. And Shadow Blade with a book. That's kind of hilarious. Monk is not in range to do anything. This time it's a don't act on the samurai. And no more critical on the Oracle there. And it looks like the Paladin does not have the MP available to pick up the Priest this time. So Ooh, that's a Petrify cast coming out. Never mind. Speed Ruin does manage to hit the Squire. Let's see what this Oracle does. Going for a pretty nasty little darkness. And it does go off, but it's on the Samurai. I'm seeing a trend of going for debuffs slash status clearing on units that can't act anyway. Uh, and a big self heal charging up from the female Oracle, and indeed, that is an instant cure 4. Okay, death sentence now onto the onto the paladin. And the counterattack will do more damage than the paladin's attack, unfortunately. Spell Absorb on the monk, not not necessarily the most productive thing, but not the worst thing, I guess. Oh, that is a very unfortunate dodge and quite a bit of damaging in return for that squire. But he gets a guard of his own, and it's always so cool seeing arrows get guarded. Oh my god, that's been so much damage off the counter tackle. And a key blast. The priest is about to crystallize. Life drain drops the squire, and this is looking pretty dire. And Oracle's gonna drop down the monk for what it's worth. Never mind. So he's just gonna sandbag, I think, for a little bit, but he's not gonna be able to hold up in a 4v1 unless he can magically petrify everyone. Not sure if he even has petrify. Oracle doing some acrobatics there to get to that crystal. And the hasting float, because why not? And the undead, not that it matters even at all. Well, not a heck of a lot of damage left over, but the heal's a heal, I guess. All right, well, not too shabby pulling that one back. So we are going for a tiebreaker. Nice little piece haste coming out there. Don't act on the male oracle, so that'll certainly be pretty welcome for break. Paladin's probably gonna clear it. Got a speed ruin there though. Yeah. Oh, but the haste misses. Would have cleared it, but oh well. Yeah, that squire would be a lot better off just taking big whacks, but he's not doing it. Zenshin the Samurai from his vantage point up there. Doing a little bit of damage with the shuriken there. Oracle is thinking. And thinking. Oracle is really thinking. And that's a wall on the monk, so the water strike not getting a lot done there. Very nice damage off the Zodiark there. No Berserk on the Paladin this time. I feel like the Paladin has been more useful when he's Berserked. Okay, we got weak there, so some elemental attacks are gonna be real rough. That is a huge cast. I didn't see whether it was enough to kill. I think it might have been. But Samurai's saying no to that. Well, Oracle made up her mind a lot faster, but that is a brutal looking poison indeed. But got 2 poisons back for the trouble. Is that a slow coming out? What is that? All right, Breaks Archer is gonna pick up the monk. What's a stop? Okay, only one stop there. And a stop in kind. These counter magics have been hilarious. And that's a big old chunk being taken out of the Oracle, but not quite enough. Although she's probably going to die next turn. Never mind. I'm not sure what she's casting there. It's a lot of buffs being cleared off there by the Dispel Magic. But the Carbuncle is going to bring the Priest back into action. Chronos Tier now. So that Samurai might be able to just run in and... Nope. Not sure why he... Oh, well, right, he's donated. Down she goes. Stigma Magic is gonna take the poison in the Don't Act away from the Samurai, so we might see him interrupt the Priest's cast. If he doesn't, he is dead. Oh, Archer berserks the Priest. Of all the units you don't want berserked. Is that a... Okay, only double. Not enough vertical. No luck with the don't act, though. Samurai gonna shuriken. Yeah, so no berserk shenanigans. Revive does pick up the oracle there. But the squire says nope. Oh, and she just misses her turn, too. That's rough. And balance not quite enough to kill the monk there. Archer chooses to pick up the oracle with a tiny little bit of HP. Life drain should... Yep, it's enough to kill the monk. And a nice little humble heal from the samurai, enough to prevent a instant death off for the oracle. Not that it matters. Okay, lay on hands picking up the priest, so it's now a 4v3. Make that a 4v4, or sorry, pardon me, 4v3. Little healing staff whack there. That poison is certainly doing a lot of damage. Looks like the samurai is going to be able to say no to that MP. I don't know if that was worth the re-raise, but no cast. Arch is probably going to... Oh. Yeah, you do not really want to be berserking that squire because he hits like an absolute freight train. Healing blade, pretty useful there actually. And a lot of buffs expiring. Ouch, that is a tremendous amount of damage on all three of Break's standing units. Ouch, and we're now at a 4v1, so it looks like White Knight's going to be taking this one. But miracles do happen sometimes. But, oh, well, that's, speaking of miracles, the Oracle's going to heal herself up. She's going to try to, anyway. I think she's going to die. Yeah. And a double haste, because why not? And the Archer just sandbagging at this point. He is really getting lucky with these guards and dodges and whatnot. But he doesn't manage to guard that one. And the Oracle is gonna go to pick up the monk. Meanwhile, White Knight can just consolidate. Looks like a carbuncle coming out there. Yep. the spell absorb gonna be enough? Yeah, sure. Not gonna lie, I kind of forgot the monk was alive, but well, he certainly isn't anymore. Oracle going for the undead, which pretty smart. You know, prevent the female oracle from healing. Indeed. Oh my god. Couple poisons, so now they're probably gonna. So many counter magics. Oh my goodness. That is a huge cast. I want to see something. Does White Knight's priest have pilgrimage? Because, like, she's doing so much damage. Oh, could just be good compat. But in any case, congrats, White Knight. You got a point. Yeah. All right, next up, we got Patty's team on the top and Dr. Carvalho's on the bottom. Okay, so for Patty, we got Sharyar, the Mystic Knight, with Chivalry, Brave Up, Unyielding, and Move MP up. Sinbad the Ninja with Draw Out, Counterattack, Look Up, and Move HP up. Scheherazade, the Summoner, with Time Magic, Auto Potion, Charge, and Teleport. And Dunyazad, the Priest, with Black Magic, Damage Split, Magic Attack Up, and Range +1. On Dr. Carvalho's side, we have Billy Joe the Mystic Knight with Snipe, Dragon Spirit, Speed Up, and Abandon. Annoy Forever the Thief with Draw Out, Auto Potion, Unyielding, and Move HP up. Sonatory the Ninja with Chivalry, HP Restore, Attack Up, and Move MP up. And finally, Eliana Oliveira, the Scholar with White Magic, Damage Split, Short Charge, and Range +1. Alright, good luck, fellas. We're on a St. Moran Temple inside. Are there really that many arrangements? So, starting off on Dr. Carvalho's side with some hastes. The float not really going to make any difference in this matchup. Brave Up is going to be interesting. Just going to pump up the damage for that Mystic Knight. Alright. Cast coming in there. Ninja is going to do some pretty good damage, but, well, less good damage. No hit this time, and the miss triggers the re-raise. Brutal. Okay, we got, what was that, Cyclops? For a little bit of damage, not a heck of a lot though. We got a double undead there. Ouch. And once again, we see the self-damage auto potion. Oh, okay. So the ninja is a death sentence now. He puts weak on the thief there. Although he shouldn't he have kind of a blackened sprite? Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Is he just immune and it showed the status effect? I don't know. Well, anyways, that summoner is going to be sitting on the ground for a little while. Looks like a hostile heal, as I like to call it. Nothing going on with the procs there. Ouch. Nice double kill there. Holy Lord. And cover fire is enough to drop down the priest, so we're at a 2v1 right now. Oh, and the ninja got taken out by the what you call it, the death sentence. So that's cool. So congrats to Dr. Carvalho. You took game 1 onto our large map, the Lost Sacred Precincts. Yeah, Forgotten Arena, the units are laid out like this on this map. Interested to see how float impacts this matchup. A singular protect there, nothing crazy. Nice little double haste there for the casters. Okay, poison and weak. Weak is oil, just for those who missed that change. Oxide for a little bit of damage. Okay, tiny bit of damage, but not really worth the re-raise. But that's just kind of how it goes. Yeah, damage split, fortunately for Dr. Carvalho, only responding to one of the hits. And Blessed Rain, giving a little bit of HP to the guys. Not a heck of a lot, though. Okay. Conviction clear and weak off, so that's good. Oof. Pretty decent amount of stuff going on from ice there. So that's two of them in critical there. Mystic Knight actually being pretty smart and, you know, attacking before retreating. And player's gonna knock down the thief just in time to take away his turn. Let's see. Gonna need a crit on one of the shurikens, but not getting it. All right, well, he's a max brave, so. Oh, what a meaty damage split, enough to kill. So I got some consolidation going on from both sides, just kind of supporting each other. But with that being said, Dr. Carvalho's thief is way out in the middle of nowhere. Shuriken does manage to drop the priest this time, so no damage split shenanigans. Duskblade taking away his MP. Alright, priest is back up. Oh well. The scholar will be in range. That is a very, very, very important dodge there, because I don't think he had re-raise. Or he might have. But in any case, the thief is back up, and if he manages to take down the summoner, that could be big. Okay, the ninja is going to go for the shuriken solution once again. Indeed, it manages to work. Yes, we just have a little duel between the Mystic Knights at the moment. With this, we shall have a 4v4 once again. Yeah, Thief's gonna take down the priest, so they've got a lot more pressure down there. And that looks to be a pretty nasty AoE. Well, Dr. Carvalho's Miss Knight is holding out. Hmm. Okay, Patty's ninja in critical now. Meanwhile, Dr. Carvalho's ninja can't really do shit. Down goes Patty's Mystic Knight. So Dr. Carvalho's is gonna go and hound the summoner now. It's really honorable, just going for duels all fight. And now a little carbuncle on herself. Yeah, that ice is pretty nasty. And now Dr. Carvalho's yeah, Thief and Scholar are now down. Double miss on the shuriken. Well, it's looking like that Mystic Knight's gonna get the better of the summoner. Okay. So Patty's ninja's going self haste. Down goes Dr. Carvalho's ninja. And this should drop the summoner, yep. So we have what, a 2v1? If the Mystic Knight can take down the priest, that'll be pretty big. But she's gonna go to pick up the summoner. Unless the Mystic Knight, no. So it looks like Patty's gonna be forcing the tiebreaker. Warren dead on the ninja there. Okay. We have our first crystal. Mystic Knight apparently not able to do anything. Guess the ninja is keeping himself safe just in case. But as I say that, the scholar is now up. And I guess the melt is going to be, just in time to keep things going. I don't know why the Mystic Knight is doing nothing. Does he have Don't Act? I don't think so. Oh, Dragon Spirit. That was maybe not the wisest move there, Priest. But Dr. Carvalho might be taking a comeback here. That ninja down there all on his lonesome. Wall now from the scholar, so that's gonna make things a little bit safer. Okay, what the heck is going on with that Mystic Knight. Does he have like an elemental weapon that they both absorb or something? Um. Oh, right, right. Healing Blade, and then he doesn't have any mana to. Unfortunate. Shouldn't he be able to absorb HP or MP though? Or does he need a little bit of MP to be able to actually do that? In any case, the Mystic Knight seems to be out of the fight now. Ooh, sadness on the ninja there. That's rough. Scholar's going to Crude Bio. Not a lot of damage, but the weak does come through, so could make a difference. Does that Scholar have Plague Bio? Because if she does, we could see a situation where, like, she goes and puts Undead on, and then the Mystic Knight can deal damage, but that's a bit moot because he's dead. Speaking of dead, Patty's ninja is down now. But not for long, apparently. Summoner is, I think, in a carbuncle there. Welcome back, ninja. Nope, he's 2. Good enough. Scholar is gonna nuke that priest, looks like. Indeed. It's 1 shuriken. Nothing doing on the procs there, unfortunately. Once again, that priest gets picked up. Not with a lot of HP, though. Scholar's gonna go and pick up the Mystic Knight. See if he can do anything. Well, it looks like he should be able to just go and swing the heal sword at the Scholar. So that ninja duel continues, and we're down to the dregs now. And with that, it looks like Dr. Carvalho's ninja should win the duel. And whoever wins gets to go and join their homies in the rest of the fight. So it might actually determine who's going to win this game. Scholar goes down. And Patty wins the duel, so it is a 2v2, although kind of a lopsided 2v2, but that Mystic Knight can just stand there and take damage. And then Dragon Spirit. He really needs MP, but I don't think he has any way to get it. And haste now for the ninja. Does the ninja have any? Yes, he has move HP. Okay. Okay, well, the summoner is out of MP, so. Oh, right. Sorry, I kind of forgot that. Okay, well, my bad. Anyways, good job, Patty. We're going to a medium map. We're going outside. Yeah, sorry, I kind of had a brain fart there. But anyways, on to the next. Good job, we got a tiebreaker. A tiebreaker once again. This has been some great matches so far. Yeah, so units are unlikely to be split up the same way that they were before. So it should make a pretty decent difference. Poison and darkness now on that Mystic Knight, though we just get a Brave Up out of the equation. Well, there's a weak there. Wow, that was a very low percentage hit into the proc, so that went pretty well for Patty. But what didn't go as well is the fact that he just keeled over there. Mystic Knight does get up though. He gets right back down from the Magic Twister, so. And a self-heal on the Miton, but with sadness, so not necessarily worthwhile. The AI, I don't know if that's something the AI should be doing. Like 100 HP for sadness. I don't know. No charm there. It's one hit for the ninja. Only to trigger re-raise. And we got a Cyclops. For one hit, and it's a decent amount of damage, so. Looks like, what was that, a Spell Drain? Two poisons and some damage. A little less damage. Spectral Spite for a little bit damage. A little bit less damage. Yeah. Yeah, these two are pretty good at tossing back damage, that's for sure. Yeah, Patty's Mystic Knight managing to get that hit in. And when that proc goes, holy hell, that sword hits for some damage. Yeah, with sadness, that ninja is dealing pitiful damage, but with frog, that's pretty good. Down goes the scholar, and because he's undead, he's gonna be down for a while. So this thief is on annoy the ladies. the duty. Sleep on that summoner, so no more cast. See what Billy Joe does. Looks like he's gonna finish off the summoner there. And that priest is thinking. And she decides to go, and I think she's gonna heal the thief just to heal the summoner. Down goes the frog. And down goes the Mystic Knight. Little nurse there, get rid of the poison. Nice little self-heal from the priest. And accessory stolen off the summoner, because why not? No proc that time. Getting I suppose we're on a 1v4, so looks like Patty's gonna be taking this one. Unfortunate. Gotta get all those hastes in a 4v1. You never know what can happen. Thief's holding out for now. But I suspect that he is simply fighting in vain. The death sentence is very, very nice, though. Can't deny that. Okay, well, they've been sandbagging long enough for Dr. Carvalho's ninja to get up, so. An auto potion has been healing the hell out of that summoner this entire match. And that Mystic Knight cannot hit anything. Now, Dr. Carvalho may have weathered the storm here. Goodbye to the summoner. Okay, and we got weak on the thief, though, with the auto potion. Not a lot of damage is holding out from that. Okay, decent amount of damage there, and sadness, so Patty's ninja ain't gonna do shit now. Actually might have enough to kill here. Yep. Suppose I must eat my words. And a death sentence, so looks like Dr. Carvalho came back on this one. Wow. Yep. And the Dragon Spirit, because FML, I guess. Down goes that Mystic Knight. And we got hastes coming in for Dr. Carvalho. Maybe Sinbad can do something, but, you know, he's sad right now, so. Looks like that summoner is as good as dead. Yeah, well, the good thing about sadness is that you don't take a lot of damage either. But that priest is dead in a second, and that's a big kill toss. And now the ninja is going to go and cry in the corner until somebody comes to kill him, which looks to be right now. Yep. And congrats, Dr. Carvalho. You managed to pull it back. Pretty impressive. All right, and now for the final set of the round, we've got myself on top versus Baron's team down on the bottom. So for me, we got Belt the Thief with White Magic, Speed Save, X Equip, and Move MP up. This unit's been a workhorse for me. I really like her. We got Illidan the Ninja with item MP switch, luck up, and move HP up. And once again, I have the much maligned Osifune uh, MB switch combo. I promise you it's good. As you've seen in Rushdown matchups, we got Yara the Summoner with Time Magic, Auto Potion, Short Charge, and Pilgrimage. And Arthas the Squire with Punch Art, Dragon Spirit, Two Hands, and Warpath. Couldn't use the Samurai because I'm already using X Equip on Bellet. And then we have Steiner the Ninja for Baron with Snipe, Counter Attack, X Equip, and move HP up. Lesnar the Paladin with Geomancy, PA Save, Luck Up, and move +1. Sable the Priest with Talk Skill, MA Save, Dual Wield, and Float. And Shakira the Time Mage with Summon Magic, MP Restore, Short Charge, and Awareness. Bear with me, I gotta take a little break and I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna go for Death City entrance. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how this one will go. Strength Tonic now for the haste and regen on the summoner. Looks like she's gonna go in for, I don't know what. I can't remember what I gave her. Okay. Melee not quite enough to drop her. Oh, and the sinkhole. So she ain't doing shit. But the thief is gonna pick her up. And gets it off instantly. Alright. Well, she's a bit of a punching bag at the moment. And now the ninja is going to be the one to pick her up. Quite a bit of damage there, but the counterattack and the status effect, it's putting him pretty low. And you can't get a Dragon Spear off a counterattack, so it's quite a bit of damage. I'm kind of getting mauled here a little bit. And Comet should be enough to take down the Squire, and indeed it is. Now Bellet's gonna go and pick him up. And she steals the heal as well. See if we can get a turn in there. Oh, this thief is just ravaging him right now. And Squire is once again back up, and it looks like the thief's gonna pick up the summoner this time, yep. So kind of just weathering the storm at the moment. Oh wow, that was I believe a 10% guard. That's pretty lucky there. Unlucky for me. And we got angel feathers coming out though. Never mind, the Southern Cross. Wow, this one yeah, just kind of ugly and ugly and ugly for me. See if that keeps up. Stop on the ninja. That is brutal. Thief just electing to stay in place. Can't get attacked by the paladin, I suppose. Alright, transparent now for the ninja, so if he goes and attacks the squire, don't have to worry about Dragon Spirit. And there's another guard. Was that a 90% again? Well, he's back down. And I think the summoner is going to get picked up in a second by the thief. Yep. Got Leviathan coming out now. Down goes the summoner and a decent chunk on the ninja. I want to talk about decent chunks. Now he's dead. And Bellet's going to like to pick him up. We'll see what he does. And Summoner's up. Oh, she actually gets a turn in. She's going to go for Moogle, but Carved Model, I think, is going to say sorry, but no. Speed save does get off on the thief, though, and she gets a bit of HP back. For a dodgy healer, she's not getting a lot of dodges. We do have Shell on the ninja now. Not that it really matters. This is it's been a pretty nasty map for my team. As yet another Leviathan comes out, and I think that'll be enough to kill the summoner once again. Yep, and the ninja as well this time. So now she's probably gonna. Oh no, she goes to heal or pick up the summoner. And ninja can't do shit. Angel Feathers is gonna get a double revive, so maybe something can happen here. But I'm not gonna count on it because it looks like they're gonna get their AoEs in. Indeed, Carved Model drops the thief this time, so some don't moves as well. That ninja being don't moved is pretty brutal. And yeah, it seems that Baron's pressure here is really just not allowing my team to do anything. And this might kill both of them. Yep. Well, kind of got torn apart there, but we'll see if maybe the next game is a little bit more kind to me. All right. Okay, Colliery Underground, level 2. I'll go Cloudy. So this will probably be a little bit more competitive for me just because I won't be in like a ton of AoEs. I'm not sure if Baron has Zodiark because otherwise this isn't the best map for big summon AoEs. Okay, so Strength Tonic this time starting on the Squire. Pretty decent map for float. Definitely gets characters around, no doubt about that. Couple of hastes for the casters now on Baron's side. Just kind of putting up our buffs as we kind of reach into the middle. Okay, Squire will be able to take a chop now, and he does manage to get, I think that was his first hit out of 3 90% shots there. See what the ninja can do here. Going for the head aim. Ouch. It's a lot of damage, but he does get the re-raise. And Strength Tonic now for the ninja onto himself. So with the head break, the Squire is quite a bit less threatening. And quite a bit less durable as well, importantly, which you know, the high HP is a big part of what makes Blood Sword really viable. And that Ragnarok is going to nuke him. See what he does when he stands up, but that attack does rob the tidal wave of any usefulness. And it looks like the raise is going to save the re-raise, which is certainly welcome. Oh, but they don't act, so nothing doing. Might have been a better idea to cure the don't act, but sadness is nice. Okay. He's thinking about dealing damage. He's like, oh, I'm really mad. I really want to deal some damage, but no such luck. And we got an Asuna coming out here. Asuna related. And that should be, I think, a Bahamut. Leviathan might drop the Squire. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, so the Asuna might be just in time for him to go and die anyway. Now, this Mega Flare should be pretty nasty. Not that nasty, actually. And it grants an MA save for that priest as well. Yikes. Ninja goes down. He is now very dangerous with the Yasufune, but we'll see. And the Paladin is down now. But the Time Mage is right on it. Oh, wow. Genius Squire giving himself a heal. So we'll see if the raise gets off in time, then the ninja... Nope. Nope, ninja lost his turn. Unfortunate. Dragon Spirit for the Squire. And looks like we're going to get a pretty nice little AoE there. Maybe. No proc that time. Oh, it's on the Paladin. Alright, so he puts himself way back in the corner. But he's going to get picked right back up, I dare say. Unless the ninja manages to do something. And indeed. Good night. It's a 4v2 at the moment. Time Mage should be able to pick up the priest, though. Yep. No dice there for the Squire. that should be, yeah, a pretty beefy AoE there. All right, Ninja is in critical now. But Sadness has worn off. And we got our Strength Tonic now on the Summoner. And Time Mage deciding not to go for the Revive. Or the Angel Feathers, I suppose. But Ninja does go down on the Squire's swing this time. Doing some buffing. So it looks like I'm forcing a tiebreaker. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that means that every set went to a tiebreaker this time. And Summoner is back up just as soon as she gets knocked down. And a little heal. So will we see... Oh, Angel Feathers. Maybe I spoke too soon. See if the Summoner can get a turn in time. Down goes the Ninja. Squire's gonna be harder to take down now. Plus he's got the re-raise. And I think that's gonna be another Bahamut in a second. Right, down she goes. And no more MP for revives for that Time Mage there. Yeah, and down she goes. So that'll be a tiebreaker. And Dorder Slums, the classic. Probably the map that got the most refunds for this game. Transparent, so definitely useful against my squad, no doubt about that. So that Summoner getting the first haste, so that'll be pretty useful. That was short charge. She can do some cool stuff. Not when she's petrified though. And the Ninja did get his turn, so it's a little rough. Squire just barely not in range. 2 hastes for the casters there. But Yasuna is going to clear off that Petrify, luckily for me. But that may not matter. And indeed, she is down. Just barely. Could have survived. But she's back up now. And I think she'll be able to get her turn, pretty sure. Let's see if the Ninja... Yeah, he goes down, one-shotted by the Squire there. But the priest will be right there to pick him up. Um, got wall coming on for the squire, which I don't think matters to his overall survival, but still useful. Oh, actually, it might have saved his life there. See if he can get a turn before the ninja kills him. Or the Leviathan. That's a double kill, and that's pretty bad for me. This definitely seems to be a matchup where whoever gets the first like kill or two, uh, like has a really, really, really good advantage. And Baron's team is just so good at bursting you down. Um, Pretty lucky little turn of events there for me though. Squire's gonna get back up and probably get a turn in a second. Oh, stop on the ninja. That's pretty bad. Oh, and what a guard. Uh, Going for the stopped ninja of all people. And the summoner is gonna pick him up immediately. See if he can get a turn in. Because if he goes for the Ossifun, then that'll deal some pretty solid damage. Well, less damage now. um, Although, I care a lot more about sadness, to be honest. Just because, like, it gimps enemies so hard. It's almost better to give them sadness than to kill them. Okay, no procs there, so she's gonna get speed save, but not before being part of a nice little three-piece combo on the Leviathan, though. Shouldn't kill anybody, I don't think, but it certainly packed a punch, I'll tell you that. Squire's gonna get back up in a second, but his turn has been missed. Alright, say goodbye to the ninja. What's the fellow gonna do? He's gonna Kamatachi. No procs though. Squire's gonna get back up. Maybe see if he can get a turn in. And a Moogle coming out from the summoner. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in time though. Priest is gonna go to pick up the ninja. Down goes the summoner. And we're back to a 4v3. Looks like we're going to get a raise out of Bellet here, though. But she is low on HP. Yeah, that looks to be... Yeah, she's down. And when she goes down, things get rough. Might have been... Yeah, well, I guess he kind of has to do that. Ninja should be dead here, though. Yep. What's Lesnar going to do? He is going to... Yep, just go for... Oh! Oh my god. Alright, well, that's pretty rough. See what the ninja can do, though I doubt he's going to be able to do much. Oh, rip. Looks like Baron's taking this one. And now they're just gonna bully the hell out of that ninja. Gonna let him do anything. Triple haste, because why not? And a head aim, sure. Gotta say, hitting is pretty crazy when you're dual wielding because it's like, well, apparently you get two chances as well as you know, hitting for a pretty crazy amount actually. Uh, well, he's just punching bag, and he has no act, so he can't one-shot anybody. All right, well, GG Baron, you brought it back. I thought maybe I had that one, not gonna lie, but that's Arena, baby. All right, well, see you guys in round three.